master my craft at a certain position, whether it's right tackle or center. It just gives us that much more comfort going into games.
And Coach mentioned next week or two could be really big to kind of really try to bolster some things in ahead of game number 1. So just kind of where's your head at as you know there are 8 or 9 guys all competing for spots.
Like you said, there's a lot of competition going on right now, and I mean I think that really drives us as a unit to just come together, because I mean at the end of the day the best men are going to play, but if we're all competing against each other and making each other better, that's all that really matters. And I mean, we're all really selfless people, so I mean, we understand that certain people are going to play and not everyone's going to get all the snaps. So, I mean, we all just support each other, whether it's on the field or off the field or even in the meeting room. So,
it feels like in the last week there's been a kind of a different level of chippiness. Like guys are getting really ready to go, and obviously the competition will breed that. But you know, where do you view kind of that chippiness and how it can be healthy for a team?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic to see the D linemen like Robbie and all the guys just want that. They're just out there and they want to grind. You can see it, and I mean sometimes the mouths do pop off, but at the end of the day, as long as they're doing their job, they can talk as much as they want, and as long as we're doing our job, we're going to talk our stuff. So I think it's really good for a team to just kind of continue to have that level of competition, because say you get beat and someone's in your ear yapping, all you want to do is get better and make sure you don't get beat again so you can return the favor.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great to see you.
Joey, I was just going to ask, what do you make so far of your time here in the Pac-12 compared to your time in the Big 12 at Iowa State?
It's definitely a change of pace, and I mean I've loved every minute of being here. I haven't regretted leaving or taking that step out and coming here. I mean it's awesome. I think the offenses ran very well, and it definitely suits the offensive line and our skill set that we have.
Jordan may have asked you this, so sorry for repeating it, but Coach was saying ideally he thinks 8 different linemen could be used at any given point this season. Do you feel like you have an edge as far as being able to play what he says every single position?
Yeah, absolutely. I think my versatility definitely keeps me above the other people. I'm not saying that I'm better than the other people. I just think that having the ability to have learned all the other position helps me have that ability to just kind of know the plays in and out, and just really it kind of advances my game to force me to just kind of be the better version of myself, and I think that gives me the advantage because it's a constant grind for me mentally and physically to have skills at both positions.
Do you have a preference as far as which position on the line you prefer?
I've said it before, and my favorite position's on the field. I mean, I'm not really picky at where I want to be or need to be. As long as they need me somewhere, I'll be there in a heartbeat, whether it's left side, right side, or right down in the middle. As long as I'm on the field, just kind of helping out.
What do you thought about just kind of the O-line, D-line battles that are kind of taking place in the last couple of practices?
They've been awesome. I think it's fantastic to have that level of competition between all the guys. It forces us to want to get better, and I mean it forces them to get better because they're winning their reps and we're seeing our mistakes, and we go straight into the film room and correct them and come back out the next day and hopefully master our craft and avoid the mishaps that we had, and just kind of then gives us the ability to kind of make them want to get better because they see that we've evolved our game, and it's just kind of a big game of evolution.
Robert Rodriguez has been 3 years, I guess, at ASU now, so he's been developing those guys. Can you, as an offensive lineman, can you kind of see that some of the guys have a little bit more sort of technical understanding or proficiency to what they're doing as a result of maybe that versus somebody who's kind of inheriting a bunch of new guys?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, every offensive lineman has different skill sets, and it's very clear what their skill sets are. I mean, it's awesome to see. I mean, to have an offensive line that's full of different characters that are able to do certain things, I think that just makes our offense that much better because we can pick and choose where we put people and kind of the plays that we run to help balance out where we go.
Who's been kind of tricky to handle on the D-line?
I mean, all of them. They all have their specific skill sets, and they all have their moments. I mean, they all hone in on that one move that they work all summer, and then they hit it, and then it's like, okay, now I have to go back to the drawing board and figure out what's my best opportunity against that moves. But like I said, every D lineman is great here. I mean, they all love to compete. They have a lot of depth, and they're really grinding to get out in that field. And I mean, their competition to want to be better is making us better as an offensive line.